Dead by Daylight is going to be coming out with some huge things pretty soon, so here's everything you need to know about the upcoming content, updates, and just overall everything that has to do with Dead by Daylight right now. So for the first section of this video, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming collabs. We have a new Iron Maiden skin coming out, pretty exciting. We are getting an Ice 9 Kills collab, so a couple shirts and a new Legion skin. There is going to be a Walking Dead skin release, so we're getting Glenn, and then we are also getting Negan, but that's going to be coming out a little bit later. There is going to be a new Silent Hill collection, and that is going to include a Survivor skin for Cheryl Mason and a Spirit skin of the nurse, which is pretty cool. There's going to be a Dead by Daylight X Diablo collab. No idea what that is, but it's there for you if you're into that. I'm excited. There's going to be a Scooby-Doo collab, and it's going to be a skin for Dwight. It looks cute. It's a little Scooby skin. And then one of the most exciting things people have heard is the Terrifier collab. I'm personally not a fan of the Terrifier movies. I have my own personal reasons for that, but I know a lot of people have been asking for Art the Clown to come to the game, so for those of you who are excited for that, that's coming soon, November 2026. We will be getting a new Survivor. I'm sure you've heard it's going to come out a little bit after the Jason chapter. As for that survivor, his name is Shane Wigwas. I don't know if I said that right. My apologies if I mispronounced. But it's the Life Road. And he looks to be an indigenous American character, which is pretty cool because I don't think we have one in the game yet. Obviously, the Jason chapter is going to be coming out this month in a couple days, probably when this is posted, it's going to be tomorrow or the day of. In mid-June to July, we are getting the Black Banquet, which if you don't know is Dead by Daylight's 10-year anniversary, which we just passed their 10-year anniversary, but they're coming out with this event soon. Essentially, it's a banquet, a very scary banquet. Oh my god, I cannot say that word. Themed event. It's going to be kind of similar to how we had before, where you get special items and I'm sure a special offering that you can bring to trial, but the gameplay isn't going to be the same as it was last year as far as you get the invitations and they do special things. It's going to be a little bit different. In August, we're getting our first ever, I guess, player-made chapter, Chorus of Sin. If you haven't been following along, people have been voting on the Grimoire, and they've pretty much created this chapter themselves, which is pretty cool. I will be making a separate video about that when that comes time, when we get more information on that. In November, we get a licensed chapter, and I'm sure we can assume who that is, considering Terrifier is coming out in November, so that'll be pretty exciting. And then in December, we are getting a brand new map called the Mall, or Mall. There's some images, some product type, whatever you call it. What do you call it? I don't know what you call it before it's an official thing. Prototypes? Whatever. There's some of those images on the screen, so you can kind of get the vibes of the mall, which I'm super excited for a new map. I personally have always wanted the grocery store map that they had with the Ghostface trailer, but they never made it. And then in March of next year, we are going to be getting a casting of Frank Stone chapter. One of the biggest things to note is a huge graphic and animation update coming to Dead by Daylight. So I'm putting pictures on the screen, but you can see that the characters are getting a really good graphic rework. And I'm super excited because I saw how Dead by Daylight started and it looked very different, and where we are now, I'm so thankful that we upgraded, but now we're gonna be getting an even bigger upgrade, which is really exciting. I don't know how it's gonna work as far as, if you play on PS4 or if you play on Nintendo Switch. I'm sure those things are gonna have to be worked out, but I'm sure if you have a really good gaming PC and a PS5 or the newest Xbox, everything will run perfectly fine, hopefully. I don't know anything about graphics or computering stuff. They also announced a couple game modes that are going to be coming out. It's going to be not too near. They're still working it out. But they have a upcoming zombies game mode. It looks really shitty right now because, obviously it's in the works. But then there's also a 1v1 game mode just for the people who prefer a more competitive Dead by Daylight experience, which I think would be really interesting. I'm wondering if you're going to be able to play with your friends or if it's just going to be, you know, random matchmaking. I'm sure you won't like be able to play with your friends for rank because that won't really work well. You know, you can obviously fake the numbers there, but maybe it'll be like a customs game mode that you can do with just your friend. And then last but not least, maybe least, there is a code for 10 million blood points, and it's valid until July 16th. So make sure to get your 10 mil blood points because that's freaking insane.